Oh, fuck. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pink Flamingo Shorts live stream. Today we have a lot of these door gunners to paint, and I say a lot, and I actually mean 12. And I can't remember how to paint. That's the best bit. Right. Hold on a minute. I'm arranging these neatly so they don't get in my way, which they will. So how is everybody today anyway? I hope you're all very well. It's quite warm again today. It's always quite warm when we do these streams, isn't it? I don't seem to pick to do them on a cold day. Oh well. Sponsored by NASA today. From Primani, I believe, this t-shirt. Oh, I think I just knocked the... why is my webcam on the skew up here? Hey? Let me sort that out. That's alright to me, Bob. I think I can go in... not quite so big. That's better. That's what I want. Right. How do we paint? We've got to paint some hats. Hats, heads. You know what I do need is some tissue. Have I got no tissue? Where's my wiping rag? Oh, unprepared. Hold on. Here we are. This is all we need. One of my favourite things for painting. That can go down there. Right. We need a green colour. However, I believe that the colour I wish to use, this medium olive, is empty. Let's see if we can rescue some paint out of there. Got a creaky chair. It never used to creak like this. There's a bit in there we can rescue, you know. Let's try that. Oh, we have action. Tell you what I do miss. This palette cam. You might have to reinstigate palette cam at some point. Try some of my special water. So I'll paint the helmets first. I think that's my plan. Paint the helmets. Paint the carapace armor thingamies and the knee pads. I want a big old brush for this. I want a chunker. That one's wrecked. What one's this? Big old brush. We have a Series 7 number 4. Absolutely beautiful. Right, here we go. Let's get on with this or we'll never get going. Paint the head. Hello, this colour is a bit lighter than I anticipated. I may have to change. That thing is a bloody lens, so I don't need to do that. You know what? I should have painted their faces first, but who cares? These are going on the inside. No one's ever going to see these. No one's going to be like, oh, you haven't painted his face well enough. Paint over that lens because I'm going to want to do that black anyway in a little while. Back of the head. So this is going to need 2 thin coats by the look of things. Good job I didn't mix any white in here, or we would have had a problem. Feel that heat coming in. Okay, now we'll do is carapace armor. This paint's too thick, not flowing well enough. Not going to worry too much at this stage about being super neat. I mean, you won't even see this back bit. Well, you shouldn't do. Just need to jam the brush down on his chest there. What else has he got that's hard? Knee pads. And the other knee pad. Probably base coat all the parts and just give them a massive wash at the end. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do this and the quickest. One done. I hope you're happy with yourself, Mr. Door Gunner. I don't think this one has got his face shut. Yes, he has. That's a head painted. There's a lump on my palette, it's really annoying me. Bit of messy bits, I'm not going to worry about those. It's like contrast paints. Okay, that's 2 done. They'll be doing their belts. And what's that bit down there? What is that? I think I need to paint that thing. Got like a green thing. But it isn't green, is it? So I paint it green. A lumpy thing. Looks like rabbit's teeth under his belt. Better do those. There we go. We're whizzing for it. I can feel the speed coming now. Paint his helmet. There we go. Wonderful. Paint his rabbit's teeth. So very easy. Paint his knee pads. There we go. That one done. Next one. Always start with the man's helmet. Got some lenses on there to paint. I do quite like painting lenses though, so that's all right. Are we nearly halfway? No. No. We're getting there. That's 5 down. They actually dry a lot darker than they look. Quite interesting. See if we can get the rabbit's teeth from the underside. There we go. Between his legs. Weird painting over white, I'm not used to it. So that, at least we'll skip a step. When it comes to painting the fatigues. Now why I had a massive gap between what I was saying then? I really cannot multitask. Okay, that is all his helmet painted. Still a bit high. This is weird because I set that camera up last time to see, but now you can't see because I'm left-handed. Weird. Let's see if we can put it on the right. Bear with. Oh. There. Now I have to rearrange myself. Careful not to kick all the leads out. Now, will I be in front of my own painting again? It looks like it, doesn't it? I think this camera's too low. I think it needs jacking up a bit. Anyway, let's just push through for now. I could quite easily make that camera a little higher. Maybe we'll do that for tomorrow. No, I better not fiddle with that. We could have a big emergency on our hands. Now his head. In my head, all you can see is my hand. And this one doesn't focus forward enough either. But now you can see my beautiful, beautiful flamingo shorts. But I think that's something we need to appreciate in life. The world's most beautiful flamingo shorts. Hello Mr. Rasmussen, how are you? Thank you very much. Did I even pronounce that correctly? Rasmussen? Rasmussen. I always worry about my pronunciation. Cuban and Norwegian. It says here that your name is actually Richard, so if I say Richard, can't really get it wrong then, can I? I hope. Unless there's a Cuban or Norwegian way of saying Richard. I'm sure I recognise your name from maybe Warseer or the ammo bunker from back in the day. Why is my camera on askew here? What's going on there? Oh, we're getting there. 3 more to do. And then we have to do the second coat. The joy. I appreciate that, that's very kind of you, but I'm sure I've seen your name outside of the video comments. I recognise it from somewhere else, I'm sure I do. Do you use that name on another internet forum anywhere? Or have you? For some reason I don't get a lot of notifications anymore if people leave comments. YouTube does some really weird things. Sometimes it sends me an email, sometimes it like pops up as a notification, but most times it doesn't tell you at all. Oh, the dark webs. I don't know what a dark web is. Is it like hidden content of a sort? You need special privileges to access it. Most of those Black Library audiobooks are just on YouTube under a different name. I remember coming across loads once. Once you like found one, you just look at all the other videos of that person and it's like, oh, they're all here. I wouldn't worry about it. No one's going to pay any attention to what I say, so... accidentally painted his shoulder. Oh, that is irritating. I'll cover that up with a highlight later. Always when you get to your last couple in it, all the cock-ups begin. Ah, I nearly did more Night Lords, but I couldn't. I fucked it up again. Yep, I couldn't decide if I can't multitask at all. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do like a really dark blue or an airbrush style lighter blue or and your standard heavy metal style. I couldn't work out how I wanted to paint them. However I did them, they never looked right, and I always wanted to do them the other way, and that never looked right. I was always unsatisfied. Or is the word dissatisfied? I think it's dissatisfied. But the Night Lords are good. They have a lot of nice lore associated with them. Whatever happened to Sevatar, hey? That's my question. Where did he end up? So that's why I decided to paint Imperial Guard, because you can't really get that style wrong. No one ever comes along and says you've painted it wrong when you paint Imperial Guard. You do Space Marines. Say you were doing Imperial Fists. That yellow isn't correct. The yellow needs to be more golden, or the yellow needs to be more lemon-like. And it's just like, oh. Everyone moans. Whatever you do is wrong. Ah, the Carcharodon's chapter master. It's possible, isn't it? Is it hinted to or alluded to in any pieces of fluff or lore? Hello, Mr. Brooks. I see you've changed your name to a more Scandinavian style, perhaps. I put Red Wake. Which is the Red Wake book? Have I read it? I've read one of the Carcharodon's books, the first one. Not the one with the Gene Stealer cult, the one before it. I think they're like on a mining world or something. Oh, Dutch, okay. Hey, South African, eh? I like to do my South African accent from time to time. And it's not that great, eh? The some reason, when I'm doing South African, I always want to put an A on the end, Know why, It's the last one, so finally I can do the second coat of these in a minute. I'm a little bit jealous that I haven't bought myself any contrast paints, but I've decided to be good and finish what I've started beforehand. And it's bloody tough. Especially when you've been painting the same units since December. But we're smashing through it now, we're smashing through. A loyalist chapter of Chain Axes. Maybe they're world eaters. Will someone come along and say they're world eaters? Does anyone know? What a little pain in my shoulder here. He was a knobhead. Oh, so you didn't enjoy your father then? Have we had this conversation? Anyway, we're on coat number 2. I think that'll be enough if we do 2 coats. Yeah, I thought we had, but it's been such a long time since we've had any sensible discussion. It rings a bell, you know. The new law, there's a chance for all original legions to be loyalists. You'll have to indulge me here. I have no idea what you mean by that. I know who Call is. He's that Mechanicus chap. What's that got to do with everyone being loyalists? There we go, 2 coats on 1. Taken from the back. He has a device. Ah. How does he keep them loyal? I've not read this book. Is it the book that was released alongside the 8th edition set? I feel so out of the loop when it comes to fluff nowadays. "30 years. I quite like the fluff. The fluff keeps your interest up, doesn't it? I mean, the majority of it I think is quite good. There's a few dull bits here and there. A lot of people say the new stuff isn't as good as the old. However, I haven't read any of the new stuff, so I can't possibly comment. Yeah, I feel like I need to catch up on the current 40k lore. I don't really know how old Gilliman came back to life. I know that Eldar lady was involved. I don't know what she did to him. Turn his alarm clock on or something. Mr. Richard Rasmussen, are you on Instagram? Restarted his Ultra here. I don't know what that means. It's fan fiction. What was the fan fiction? Is this the one where I see all the little pictures on Instagram of them like in the kitchen cooking together and stuff? Or is that something completely different? Something I've missed. The Ultra Heart. The memes. I'm sure I've seen something along those lines. With Mr. Gilliman in the kitchen with the elder lady. Or the Eldar lady, I should say. Not elder. Well, I guess she is an elder. She was quite old, I would imagine. I'll tell you what, I've never painted an Eldar, and I feel like I should. All these hundreds of millions of things that I want to paint, I refuse to until I've finished this bloody 100 PowerPoint Imperial Guard army. Mr. Brooks, you'll be up for having a 100 PowerPoint battle at Warhammer World when they're done in celebration, won't you? I hope. We keep talking about it. In which case I will have no idea what the rules are, because I will have forgotten. It'll have been like 3 years since I last played it. But that's part of the fun, eh? Far worse. I don't think you're allowed far worse on Instagram. I'm going to go hunting for it yet. How many PowerPoints do you have? How many? But God, that sounds so sad, doesn't it? How many PowerPoints do you have? I've got 14 PowerPoints today. We might have to do an interim game because I want to go up there and buy a what's the Imperial Guard helicopter with the Punisher cannons under the wings? That's on my shopping list. So I need to get there first to get that. Oh God, here we go. I need you to link me to these things. $177. I guess that's something, a number that you're trying to remember. I write it down here, I won't forget it. Oh, that's your PowerPoints. That just shows you how short my memory span is. Literally 30 seconds ago, I asked you the amount and then immediately forgot. That is a sign of getting old. I guess I might say 175 because that aeroplane I want will probably be around the missing 25. Maybe. You are the fastest painter in the West. Who's the fastest painter in the East? Alright, my man, have fun in New York. Oh, New York, I want to go to New York so badly. We'll have to discuss New York next time. Have a nice day at work. We are whizzing through these guys. Well, I say whizzing, this isn't whizzing at all, this is slow-assed. Yeah, we need some games. We'll have to have a lot of Instagram phases. Maybe we could rope some idiot in to be an idiot, or victim, maybe should be the word I'm looking for, to be a cameraman and video it. I do apologise for saying idiot, that really wasn't the word I meant. Victim. Some unsuspecting victim. Take it or water. Maybe he wants to take it or water. Maybe he likes the airbrush. I haven't played the game in so long. Have they changed the rules much since it was released? Is it still like on a sheet of A4 paper? Two lads who would do it. The Instagram phase. Alright, that sounds good. We'd have to pay them in beer or something. How do they do table booking at Warhammer World now? I remember it used to just ring up and book a table, but someone said they were getting rid of that. Has that changed? Or did it not change? There we go. Another one done. I think that's a Sunday. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what happens when you go up there on a Sunday. I've been up there for a while, actually, about a year, I suppose, maybe longer. Who are you playing, and what are they bringing? What are you bringing? Or are you just going up there for the socials and the shopping? Marvellous. Force myself to stop putting so much effort into these. Jonah's Knights. 3,000 points. What a lot, isn't it? Isn't 3,000 points about 150 power points? Power points. Oh. I wonder how those guys do that. That must be a really tough job, the amount of planes we have around nowadays. Done. 2 more to go. And then, I don't know what I'm going to do after that. Maybe their faces. No, I'll get everything washed. I'll do the faces. No, because that'll go wrong. Faces next. Faces next, it has to be. Ah, okay. He might enjoy himself then. That's up his alley. Have you bought any contrast paints yet? I love talking contrast. Let's talk contrast. Alright, just fit them all on the end here, look. Line them up. What is it that makes them so strange from a chemistry point of view? One of the yellows does look really nice that I've seen. I can't remember which yellow it was, I don't remember the names. Here we go. I am sitting comfortably. Well, I'm sitting uncomfortably, comfortably. So I'm ready. Hold on. We have... Oh, I see. Anyway, drink. I'm still sitting comfortably. I am awaiting my information. A gel-based carrier. Okay. So is it just something like this matte varnish, which is really thick and goopy with ink in it? Is that literally all it is? I love this matte varnish, by the way. Right, what we're doing next? A wash. No, we're not, because they're not dry yet. We know what happens when we stick a wash on paint that's not dry. We have big problems. I'm going to paint their boots. To paint their boots now, I can't really get that wrong. A nice dark grey. Basalt grey. It's the smell. Ah. Everybody sniff your contrast paint. We want to know what's in it. Think a bit of black in there. Actually, don't sniff it. Might be really bad for you. Does it say don't sniff it on the label anywhere? I don't know if this is dark enough. It really isn't. Have a load in. Still don't think that's dark enough. Be better. Right, let's paint them boots. Get your booties on. Too thick. These are nice and easy to paint. Far more child friendly. Wash it off more repel. Is it just fairy liquid? It's fairy liquid in paint. Is it just flow improver in paint? Or ink, I should say. Mixed up far too much of this, but there we go. Always better to have more paint than less that you need, I guess. Nothing worse than mixing up a load of paint, getting to the end and then needing that mix again. That's annoying. Paint is sticky. What is this stuff? That is intriguing. What could it be? I'm sure it'll come out sooner or later, won't it? Someone will figure it out. We'll have all the copycat varieties coming out sooner or later. I'm going to have a go on, so I think my plan is to paint some Gene Stealers with it. But I need to go in the shop and work out which colours I like. Sort of gravitating towards lighter colour schemes as I get older. I don't know why. At least I won't need 2 coats of this one. Together they are weird. Yeah, I'm intrigued about the primer. It always seems to look better over one of the colours than the other, although I can't remember which one that was either. I really do need to go in and play and use that to pick which colours I want. This is that tune that hurts my ears. If you can even call it a tune. First one's nearly dry. All I've got to do next is flesh and brown. It looks like he's wearing like cheap Ugg boots. When you're inducted into the Imperial Guard, you will be given your own cheap pair of Ugg boots. Oh, and a book. And is it expensive? Does it cost the same as normal paint, or is it like wash prices? Ah, I have to order the next Space Wolf book. I believe it's called Wolfsbane in my Heresy series. There's a few quid a pot, and the pots look bigger than a normal paint pot, but smaller than the big wash pot. There we go. Oh, all the boots are painted. Oh, I still have a drink left to finish. Right, what's next? Boots, faces. Do them faces. Do we do the faces? Yeah, let's do the faces. Let's do them. What colour shall we use for the faces? Shall we use pink? No. Sounds like I've got a bad arse, this chair. What's this colour here? 1940s paint with that much dust sitting on the top. Elf flesh. That'll do me. If it isn't dried up. I'd say that was fudged. What else we got? Aha! Cadian flesh is a bit... Cadian flesh looks a lot like my flesh. Yeah. We'll go with that. We need a shaken bead in there. Gonna put a glass bead in there, and then we can. Doesn't make any sense. And then we can shake it up. That YouTube counter still isn't working. I don't know why. There we go. Gonna get a big wad of this and then lighten it up a touch. Welcome to the Clothes Show. This week, the Imperial Guard. Get some new boots. David Bowie shows off his record collection. And Right Said Fred show us their own new line of vests for the workplace. I need a white, that'll do. I don't think that's enough white. How'd that do? Oh god, I'm knocking everything over. Dry. Jean-Paul Gaultier, whatever happened to Jean-Paul Gaultier? Is he still doing his thing? I only really remember him from Yellow Trash, or however he used to say it. What's going on with his face? So he's got a pig snout. Welcome to the Imperial Guard, where even if you have the snout of a pig, you shall be accepted. I must make myself laugh. There we go. Easy. The title of his autobiography. Where is Jean-Paul Gaultier? What was the name of the other bloke who was on Eurotrash? Antoine de Con or something. There we go, a bit of skin. And Antoine de Cons. Yeah, he was alright. It was. I used to like him. I found him quite funny. Euro trash was so very 90s. And those two draft puppets, like PP and Popo or something they were called. I bloody loved it, I did. I love that old Euro trash. Kids these days don't know what they're missing out on, although I don't think it was aimed at kids, was it? Although we all watched it. My phone is buzzing away. Oh, we're on the timer. Right, we'll finish these eyes up. So if we're painting the eyes today, tomorrow we've just got to do the other brown bits of the fatigues, do some metals, do those spring things on the head, the visors, that's it. Yeah. My shoulder is starting to burn. Why? There we go. That's the faces done. Probably just got about enough time. Have a farty chair noise. Turn my head in. He's tightening up. Have I got time to do those visors? Alright, I have. Alright, I have. Right, let's smash it. Let's do those risers. A little bit small, I think. This. Bust out the big boy. The food talk. Egg and bacon sandwiches. You are a lucky, lucky man. I know tonight we've got leftovers, and we're having. Oh no, it ain't bad. Sausage pasta. I'd rather have bloody egg and bacon sandwiches, though. Really should just start a food eating live stream, you know, just trying different foods. What shall we try next? Try the sausage. Fried slice of bread. Why is it when you want to paint, you never have enough time? When you don't really fancy painting, you've got loads of time. Is that a thing? Oh, I love that noise at the end there. A little chord. This one I'm a little bit more indifferent to. The time thing is a thing. It's fun being back in the live stream hot seat. I do feel a lot more, what is it when you're getting things done? Productive. Productive. I haven't been productive enough recently. But for some reason, I don't know why I decided to do 6 Valkyries all at once. When they're done, they will have to be used. They will have to be gamed with multiple times to make painting them worthwhile. Two more to go. Might see if I can rope back some of the other old visitors. What happened to that Tobias fellow? I see him quite a lot and then he vanished. He used to come in just via YouTube. He didn't even have the Instagrams. Tiffy Nerva. Was that the French girl? Who basically taught us how to swear in French for a couple of hours. That was quite entertaining from what I remember. That was funny. Right. Anyway, my man, I'm going to have to dash. I'm going to have to go and start some food. Stretch out my back, which feels wrecked again. Oh. Anyway, thank you very much for coming. I shall see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.